Hello and welcome to a video review of Revenge of the Fallen Robot Replicas Jetfire. Sorry for my lighting, long story, trying to still get that worked out. Hopefully my AC is not too loud in the background. It is like 90 something degrees, so it's probably like 80 something degrees in my house right now, so I apologize for that. And this guy is not complete. He should have a cane that goes in his hand. And yeah, this was a line from the first and second movie that didn't transform, that was focused more on articulation and detail. And for their time, they were pretty detailed when you compare them to a lot of the other figures that came out. Fast Action Battlers, Legends Class, and a few others. So they were pretty detailed for their time. Today, they don't look as good, especially not when compared to 3.0 and the Studio Series. They don't look, and Masterpiece for some of them, they don't look as good. And his coloration is kind of weird. It's like a dark-ish blue, a little bit of red there on his lower back. So not a whole lot of paint on this guy. You see a little bit of wash, and his left leg is warped, so he kind of has this weird gangster lean. I'm trying to get him to kind of not have that, but I can't for whatever reason. It's warped somewhere in here. I need to straighten it out, but yeah, we'll get in close on the head sculpt, which is nice. Not movie accurate as much as it could have been. I understand for 2009 this is a very old figure, it's 16 years old, but it's not that well accurate, especially when you compare them to the CGI models of the time, and the leader class figure kind of sort of not the greatest. Maybe if you took an amalgamation of the two, it would look more accurate. Has the gold chest pieces, a little bit of paint damage there, but some nice wash, some nice more of that blue. He has little gold triangles in his feet for reasons. Going up the arms, he has little panels, little turbines, which I believe are picked out on the leader class, but not on this figure. You see bits and pieces of wash, but it's not very good. He's got 17972. I don't know if that's actually from the movie or if that's just a production number on him. But yeah, on his back you can see he has the scratched out Decepticon symbol. Not a whole lot of detail in the back. Nope, paint really outside that blue and red. And there is an Autobot symbol on his shoulder that's really kind of hard to see, but he does have one in there. Yeah, so for articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint. You can look up that far and down basically none because of the shape of the head, and you get some side to side wiggle waggle. Torso is on a ball joint. You do have a shoulder joint that can move out that far, and the shoulder itself is on a ball joint in here, but you don't get any real up and down movement. You kind of do, it's more of a waggle. Arms can do a 360 when outstretched. I say that because once they're forward all the way, you can't go much higher than that and much further back than that because of his little wings. He does have a elbow joint on this side. It was seized when I got it, so it's a little tight. So there is a hinge there and a ball joint here, so you kind of get a little over 90 using that ball joint. And the ball joint's weird because it's almost like he has a double elbow, but he doesn't. So you can see if that's straight, even without bending that joint, you still get some elbow movement, which is really nice. So they can do a full 360, of course, so you can get a lot of expressive poses with just that ball joint if these joints are seized like this one was. But if it isn't seized, you get a whole lot of movement like on this side, and they are kind of rubbery and he is a little tight. So I mean, you can get a lot of decent posability for its time. He's no Marvel Legends, he's no Figure Arts, but for his time you can get a lot of decent articulation. The articulation on these guys are kind of like the dark days of Marvel Legends when Hasbro took over. Hips are on a weird ratchet. I don't know if you can see in there, but he can move out to the side, and because of that cut, so you really don't get a whole lot of leg motion. And he is digitigrade, so you have a joint there and a joint there. But I mean, the movement at this top joint is only one ratchet click, and the bottom you get like 7. So you can't really get him into a walking pose because you can't get his leg really to do what you want outside of that. So you kind of can. And the feet are on a ball joint. You can kind of see there's a large gap there. So you get a lot of motion. So I mean, if you really wanted to try and get him into a walking pose, you can, but because of that thigh cut and the way his head is, how it doesn't really move a whole lot. It looks awkward and it's clunky, and the ankles can't move up. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be like that, so you can't really get them up, so you kind of gotta twist them. So from the waist down, his articulation is clunky. It is very, very clunky. But other than that, it's a decent non-transforming figure. If you're not into, I don't know, non-transforming figures, this won't be for you. If you're into the newer ones like block case and stuff like that, but you can't find them, where I live, they are non-existent. I live in a very small town, so everything I have to buy is offline. So yeah, again, I got this guy on eBay about 10 bucks. The other one I do have complete with the cane. I got him and Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Ravage for I think 19 bucks after shipping and tax. So I do have two of these. This one I'm going to be used for taking pictures, and I did notice he has some damage up here, but you can't really tell. Just a very nice dated figure. I don't know why these didn't succeed. I just noticed these are missiles on his hips, or on his thighs. Never noticed that before. But yeah, if you can find him, I was looking at the Revenge of the Fallen Robot Replicas Ratchet. That figure is extremely stupid expensive. I saw it for like 160 bucks. Don't pay that much for them. And one thing to note is he doesn't have a thumb on this hand. He's got 4 fingers, right? But then he's got the 3 fingers and a thumb. So he's got 2 different hands. Because if you look at this hand, he has no thumb. And it's really weird. I don't know why it's like that. Because you can see on this hand, that's definitely a thumb, the way it's curled over. So I don't know why Hasbro decided to have him with one 4-fingered hand like this with no thumb, and then the other one's 3-fingered, so it's kind of like this. I don't know. Yeah. I will let you folks go. This has been a quick review of Robot Replicas Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire. I might have another review out today if I get around to it. Let me know what you thought of these figures. Let me know if you really enjoyed the Robot Replicas. I did, for what they were. But if you didn't, let me know. Let me know your reasons why, and I will catch you folks next time with hopefully another review. I'm thinking of doing Revenge of the Fallen Ravage.